In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about IAM. Before we dive in, you need to secure your root account. I made a video and you can find it up there. So what is IAM? IAM is an identity access management. First, let's start with how do you control permission using IAM. We assign permission using policy documents which are made up of JSON. So JSON is JavaScript object notation. So as you can see, if you go to policies, and one thing I would like to highlight is for regions, when you go to IAM, you can change it. It's constant. It always goes to, you can change it to the US Virginia or any other region. It's always constant to global. So when you go to policies, then you can go to, they have a lot of different policies, and you can see it has the AWS logo here, which shows you it's a AWS policies. You can create your own policy by clicking here, and now you can create your own policy as well and giving it your own JSON statement as well. And now in this video, we're not going to create our own JSON statement. So let's go back to our policies. So let's go back to our policies, and as you can see, there's so many policies. There's 195 policies as of now. You're watching this video. And then we're gonna go to administrative. So when you click here, you will see the JSON statements. As you can see, this is a Java statement. This is the Java code. As you can see, versions. You can see the version and the statement, and the effect is to allow action and resource. And you all can see all of this in this page. Now let's talk about the building blocks of identity access management. So we have users, which is a physical person, and we have groups, so which is a function such as your job function. You can be administrator, developer, or container users. And then we have roles, which is internal usage within the AWS. So what are some best practice when you're dealing with IAM policy documents? Some best practice for users to inherit permission from groups. You want your users to be able to inherit permissions from groups rather than assigning users directly. So that is user equals a physical person. Always work on the principle that one user equals one physical person. Never share your user account across multiple people. And then comes the principle of least privilege. Only assign a user to a minimum amount of privilege they needed to do their job role. So now let's go into our dashboard and try to create some groups. So as you can see, user groups is 0, users is 0. So best practice is to let users inherit groups, but we're gonna go ahead and create it the other way around. So we're gonna start with user, and then I'm gonna create a user, and then provide access to AWS Management Console. And one name, should we name this user? So this will be 1 p.m. Pratt Talk. And I'm gonna click provide user access to the AWS Management Console, and then recommended is specify a user identity center. We don't have this, is out of scope right now, so we're gonna go ahead and I want to create an IAM user, and then I'm just gonna stick to auto-generated password. So I will go ahead and click next. And permission options, this is asking me to add user group and get started with groups. So I'm gonna create a group, and I'm gonna name this group admin, and I'm gonna go ahead and add this group administrator, and I'm gonna go ahead and click, and as you can see, our group is created here, and I'm gonna click it, and I'm gonna go next, and then create a user. It's perfect. So as you can see, our user is created. So from here, we can go ahead and download our CSV file of credential for user that we created, or we can also show the password, or we can email sign instruction to our user. Once we're done, we can return to user list. So continue. So as you can see, it's still loading, and our user is created 1 p.m. Pratt Talk. So now if we go to our user groups, you can see our admins, and it's already user 1 is defined here and permission is created. Awesome. So now that we have our user groups created, we can go to account settings, and as you can see, we have this AWS account user has the following default password policy, but uppercase, lowercase numbers, and non-alphanumeric characters. We can go ahead and edit it, and then we can go to custom, and then we can go ahead and password minimum left 8 characters. You can increase it to 16, and then password string require at least one uppercase from a Latin alphabet. You can choose this, and require at least one lowercase letter from a Latin alphabet, and then require at least one number, and then require at least one non-alphanumeric character. And then also other requirement, turn on password expire on, maybe you can choose 2 days, and then you can go ahead and save your changes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel and go back here. So another thing I would like to highlight is identity providers. So identity providers allow us to connect us to Active Directory. So you can go ahead and add Active Directory, and the most popular one is SML or OpenID Connect, and you can add their names and go ahead and add them as well. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you like and subscribe.